Hello learners, Namaskar. I am Pragya welcoming you in your YouTube channel English Seeker. Today we will discuss about the fifth poem of the book First Flight, and that title is The Ball Poem. This poem is composed by John Berryman. So the very first we will see a little bit about John Berryman, then about the explanation of the poet. In the next video I will discuss about the poetic devices, key points and the central idea of the poem. So let's start. John Berryman, who was born in 1914 and died in 1972, he was an American poet. Berryman published his first poems, a collection of poetry called Poems, in 1942. But he became famous after the book 77 Dream Songs was published in 1964. He won the 1965 Pulitzer Prize for Poetry. Berryman came to be recognized as one of the most important poets of the post World War II generation of poets. I mean, there was a group of poets and the group's name was World War II poets. So those poets wrote a lot and gave a great contribution, and John Berryman was amongst them or one of them. So let's see the explanation of the poem. So the very first I will read the 4 lines, then that's explanation, then the other lines. So let's see. The lines are: what is the boy now who was lost his ball? What is he to do? I saw it go, merely bouncing down the street, and then merely over there it is in the water. So its explanation may be: the poet talks about a boy who has lost his ball. The boy was playing with his ball when it slipped out of his hands and bounced away and fell into water. The boy cannot get his ball back anymore. The poet asks what has become of the boy and how he has changed now that he has lost his ball. What is the boy to do now? How is he to cope with the loss? The poet says he saw the ball go down, bouncing merely along until it fell into the water. The next 5 lines are: no use to say, oh, there are other balls. An ultimate shaking grief fixes the boy as he stands rigid, trembling, staring down all his young days into the harbor where his ball went. I would not intrude on him. A dim another ball is worthless. A dime another ball is worthless. So its explanation may be: the poet says that telling the boy that there are other balls will not help him. The particular ball that he has lost meant a great deal to him. It reminded the boy of happy times. It was a prized possession. Its loss has left the boy devastated. He is grief stricken and stands stiff, trembling, and staring into the water. He seems to feel that he has lost all the happy days of his childhood along with the ball. Those days cannot come back, just as the ball cannot come back. The loss of the ball has made him grow up all of a sudden. The poet says that he will not disturb the boy at this moment. He says that there is no point in offering the boy money to buy a new ball. The boy only wants the ball that he has lost. It was precious to him. It was a symbol of the past. A new ball will not have the same value. So in the next 4 lines, what the poet says, let's see. Now he senses first responsibility in a world of possessions. People will take balls. Balls will be lost always, little boy. And no one buys a ball back. Money is external. So in this stanza, what the poet says, let's see. The poet says that the boy is now feeling a sense of responsibility. He is learning that things that are precious to him must be taken care of. He is learning that not only circumstances but also people will take things away from him. In this materialistic world, many of his belongings will be lost. Even thoughts or ideas may be stolen. Some relationships may be broken. None of these can be replaced, just as the ball that cannot be bought again. These things also not be available for any price. Money cannot buy everything, so you have to focus on this thing also, that money is just external. You can't purchase each and everything of your life or related to your happiness. with the help of money. What are the concluding lines? Let's see. So he is learning well behind his desperate eyes. This epistemology of loss, how to stand up, knowing what every man must one day know, and most know many days how to stand up. So this is the main message of the chapter. So poem, sorry. Let's see what maybe its explanation. The poet says that the boy is growing up. He is understanding what loss means. He now knows the real meaning of life. Something that every person must learn is to bear loss and continue living no matter what. How everyone has to learn to bear loss and misery and go on living with courage. So this may be the message of this poem. And further related to the key points and central idea and the poetic devices, I will just make another video. So till then, stay connected and stay tuned. Thank you all of you.